Oh my God, there's a piece of man. Welcome to our podcast welcome to our podcast called We Need to Talk About Crabs, where we talk about everything and anything from crabs to fashion. My name's Christian. Crabs. My name's Christian Cowan, and I'm a fashion designer.
Thank you for being here. My name's Nat Mitchinson. Natthias is the long version.
And we work together, and we've done the brand Christian Cowan together.
Yeah.
For years now. So there's an intro.
Unfortunate.
I just want to launch off immediately into the most important thing in my life right now.
Tell me.
The thing that I can't get through, and this isn't even as entertaining as it should be, but I'm obsessed with Ethel fucking Cain. Ethel Cain
Thank you.
Is everything.
Okay.
I'm so into her. I don't think I've ever cared about an artist more.
She's a painter or a...
No, like a singer-songwriter.
She's a singer.
Producer.
Okay.
She's just so fucking badass and cool.
Great.
Her entire aesthetic is that her like brand and image and look and the songs is that she's the daughter of a pastor in a hyper-religious town in Nebraska.
Oh, interesting.
And it's like bleak.
Like Amish or something?
Yeah, like kind of Amish-wise. Like she performs on stage in like a black Amish dress, and she's like effortlessly like so gorgeous and cool. But then she's like kind of like she's got a big cult following, but she's not obviously like Dua Lipa or something huge. But then she like will walk the Miu Miu show.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, or she'll be like shot by Stephen Klein for the cover of V. Like she
comes out at the right moments.
Comes out at the right moments. Like she knows what's cool. I think she was also in a Marc Jacobs campaign. It was sick. But like just basically, I just fucking love her. And I was so depressed because I just got back from somewhere and I saw she performed in New York the day before yesterday, and I missed it. But she's back on September 29th, so...
You will make yourself available.
And it's sold out, but obviously I will be getting into that concert.
You'll be outside the concert, like haggling for a ticket, being like, I got $400 in cash.
Literally.
Would anyone take my $400?
I'm going to be like, was it Selena's superfan who shot her in the RV? I'm going to be like, I'm not going to shoot her, oh God. No, not that, but I'm going to be like a crazy fan who appears out of nowhere.
Intense.
But I'm so obsessed with her, so... You need to listen to her. I'll play her lots in the studio. I think one time I was playing it and you're like, what the fuck is this depressing stuff? But and then if anyone who's listening or watching hasn't, get the fuck on it.
Wow.
And it's really depressing music, but then she had this one remix with a Cher song and love her.
Speaking of crazy fans, what football game did you just come from to be dressed like this today? For those that can't see, Christian is sat here in a neon green t-shirt that says 911 and then a Made in Brazil hat. Does it say Matria Brazil? I'm so... What does Matria mean? Do you even know? No. Okay.
Because I'm Spanish, but they speak Portuguese there, and I don't know Portuguese, and I don't know much Spanish, to be honest. But this cap was given to me in Brazil by a hotel.
Okay.
It was on the hotel bed. And then this top was, I was at a venue in Peru, and all the security people were wearing these T-shirts. And I just went up and I was like, I'm so sorry, sir, but you're going to need to find an extra one of those T-shirts for me because it's dope and fly AF. And so I wear it. And then what was hilarious was I actually had to take it off because I was just wearing it and everyone just kept on thinking I was a security person because all the security people were wearing them. But yeah, I love this top. High vis and gorgeous. Oh, my shoulder just cracked. But yeah, it's my come to Brazil look.
I love that. How fun.
I'm super thirsty. And you just made me a gorgeous Hugo Spritz, which is one of, if anyone wants to come up to the street and give me one of these, I'd love it. Like, I love a Hugo Spritz. But I also need some water. You know what I've got a hankering for? Core hydration.
Oh, we have plenty of that.
Oh my gosh. Have you ever seen a more beautiful bottle in your entire life?
I actually enjoy these bottles.
And the reason why it's here is because it's a proud partner of the USA Gymnastics, which I'm the captain of.
What?
So
in this outfit you are.
Here.
I genuinely went and got these bottles from the store because we drank all the ones in the office that they kindly sent. But this inspired me with this outfit to get the gymnastics ones. Yeah.
See,
I'm absolutely part.
Honestly, it's the sister I never had. It's the mother I always wanted. Core hydration is the best thing ever. No, but fun fact about Core Hydration, and this isn't a sponsored fun fact.
Tell me.
We made a hit look out of these bottles.
It's true.
Yeah, it's true. It's genuinely true. So Core were really sweet. And I'm just going to pour it into this glass because my other glass is
Also, out of a crystal martini glass, it's absolutely spectacular. Fuck's sake.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, but so hydration. So hydrated.
The tablecloth
I'm covered in core hydration. But... Oh, I'm actually quite wet. But anyway, so fun fact, we had loads of bottles of core hydration in the office, and I had this idea for this like look that was like a reference to Bob Mackie, like Cher style fashions. But you know what? I'll let the water evaporate, but I'll give myself a little pat down. I guess I'll just have to take my top off.
Fucking hell, spare us all.
No, but I wanted to do this look that was like a tribute to Bob Mackie, but in a like modern, updated way that you hadn't seen before, and decided to make loads of paillettes, like big sequins out of the bottles of this. And then that look is what Tyler wore on the front cover of her album and hit single Water.
I love that.
And it's the image is now like ubiquitous. It's like, it's everywhere. And that look, so she's wearing recycled fashion from cut up bottles, which is, I actually genuinely think really cool.
Yeah. Also so fun that they were down for that. So thank you, Core, for being a fun partner, not a loser. Like
I love you to my core.
It's an amazing tagline. Incredible.
Let's just get to the core of it now.
Why are we not in the room?
The core problem with this is...
Why are we not developing every slogan for them? I'd love it. I'd literally love it. Okay, that's the next pitch. But yeah, thank you. I'm wearing, while you're in a sports outfit, I'm in a silk blouse from the women's section at Porte. So love that.
It's so chic. I love it. And
I think I should start wearing more black.
It's something that Ethel Cain might wear.
Is it? I wouldn't know. But I was, my flexes at one time, do you remember when I was sat in the back of a taxi with Patty Wilson? When I was a young spring chicken, and she told me that I should only, once she told me to dye my hair, and it's
you need to bleach your hair, and you need to only wear black or beige, basically, and wear glasses.
That's what she told me, and I modelled my entire life.
But don't miss out.
Woman.
I also told you to bleach your hair, only wear beiges, and to look like Tilda Swinton.
Okay, do you want the rights? You're battling with Patty Wilson. Okay, if you're going to share it with anyone, it's her.
Which, by the way, we love Patty Wilson.
Love her. We should get her to come on.
She's a great one.
I'd really enjoy that.
For those who don't know who the legend and the icon Patty Wilson is, she is like, honestly, without being cheesy, one of the reasons why I went into fashion, because I was so obsessed with Stephen Klein's imagery with her. She's a stylist who has done everything from like Prince to Alicia Keys to like every Stephen Klein image that you know and love. She's fucking incredible. And she styled our shows in the early days, and we just love her so much. She was so great.
Icon.
I remember the way I got her to, because she said no to doing the show. She's like, absolutely
I don't blame her.
Which I don't blame her.
I say no to doing the show every
so I was
season.
like, well, I'm not taking no for an answer. So I got a big thing of jet black roses, and made her a fur coat and sent it in a box, in a black box with black ribbon.
How chic.
And then she said yes.
And that landed the deal.
The
importance of a little extra sprinkle of something really can close a deal. It has like a...
I've really learned. Yeah. Flattery goes a long way. Yeah. And sending people shit. Send people shit. Like my biggest advice to any like young person trying to get into fashion or anything is just send fucking flowers and notes.
Handwritten notes is where it's at. The text message is gone. The email is gone. It's all about a handwritten card with a stamp on the outside.
100%.
Went through the mail system. Chic.
I won't go into it to keep it private, but recently I sent a very, very, very famous fashion editor of a publication a pineapple in a box, and I thought that was fierce.
That is quite fierce, actually.
But yeah, the handwritten note is a big, big sleigh.
Yeah.
But so if I'm obsessed with Ethel Cain, which I'm not sure if I mentioned, but I'm obsessed with Ethel Cain.
Love
that. Who are you obsessed with?
In this moment?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so who am I listening to right now?
Is it Padma Lakshmi?
I fucking love Padma Lakshmi.
Nat loves Padma Lakshmi. So do I.
I hate to be a fucking loser and admit it, but I'm recently, as of about a week ago, after his performance at a certain event, I'm kind of into Bad Bunny.
Okay.
Not for any part of it being chic. So I'm into Bad Bunny. I'm also into a woman called Rosalind McClure, who...
Oh. By the way, we love Bad Bunny. I'm not...
Love Bad Bunny. So kind of what's playing at the top right now is...
Also, he looked great at the Met. I loved
I thought he looked fabulous at the thing in Paris the other day. I thought he looked great. This woman, Rosalind, is my partner and I were at a piano bar, and she was playing the Nines in New York, which is chic and cute and wonderful. She was playing, and she was great. And we've convinced her to fly to the United Kingdom and play the cocktail hour for our wedding one night.
Amazing.
Which we love, but she somehow has on Apple.
But how are you going to fit her between Shania Twain and...
This is the issue. Yeah, this is the issue. Well, it's a lot. It's also a lot of just helicopters landing and private jets taking off from the property.
Do you remember that big wedding that happened in India? With that huge one with Beyonce performing at it. That was the rehearsal for yours.
Honestly.
Yeah, Beyonce's going to be serving canapes at yours.
Spoon feeding me caviar as I wander around the place. Yeah, but really into her. She has like an album on Apple that's like, or maybe on other things.
I need to listen.
Yeah, I think she's great. She's just like slow jazz. It's easy in the background. I enjoy that.
You should listen to Samara Joy. Out of control.
I'll take a note of that.
And just like stupid talented. Like,
I think there's not enough recognition that like the jazz singers and the slow kind of
are better than
music,
everyone else.
Better than everyone else, and influence everyone else from like the core. Like when you talk to a lot of musicians that are in pop.
From the core. Hydration.
I can't.
Sorry, carry on.
Literally. No, but yeah, I think it does influence a lot of people. Like when you talk to people, they're like, oh, this is like, that's what influenced me getting into it. Is it all of that? I have a lot of time for Evelyn Champagne King at the moment.
Who the fuck are you talking about? I don't know any of these names.
Because you're uncultured. I have so much time for Evelyn. So also anyone whose stage name is Champagne.
Yeah, love.
I have time for that. She was incredible. Shame was her biggest hit back in, I'm going to fuck this up, 70s,
so
80s.
Was it that song from Game of Thrones where they go, shame, shame, shame? Do you remember that episode?
I never watched it.
Fuck's sake, Nat.
I know. Talk about uncultured. It's me.
Well, anyone who watched Game of Thrones will know the scene. It's hilarious. I'm so funny.
No, she sings a great song called Shame. You should listen to the 7-inch version, like the long, like disco. I'm into that at the moment. I'm into disco.
Oh, I like this for you.
Yeah, it's like slow.
A fun one is you should look up late 1970s, early 1980s Indian disco. It is
never even heard of it.
Fucking slay.
I'm down.
Those bitches just shit all over all the Western disco artists.
Really?
It's so fierce and they're so gorgeous and it's just like a mixture of like this like Bollywood sound but with like Western disco, and it's really great. Yeah,
I'm down.
Yeah, really,
love
really famous.
That. Incredible.
Well, another artist that I'm obsessed with is Jojo Siwa. So I'm just so all about Jojo Siwa.
We all came here today to discuss Jojo Siwa.
Oh,
wow.
Like
how old is she? She's young, right?
Well, yeah. One, people are just roasting her unfairly because I think it's an interesting topic. I think the queer community love to tear down queer stars, which I find really confusing.
She's queer.
Yeah, she's a lesbian. And also we don't have enough lesbians who are visible in pop culture, I feel. And everyone's tearing her down. But she's so sensational. Like, she does everything she does is the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen. And I love it. I love it. Like, her celebrating her birthday, her 21st birthday at Disneyland and getting drunk with strangers and making them sing her songs against their will. Love that. Love it. Her saying the world's most embarrassing things. Also, like, she was famous for being like rainbow and crystals and sparkles. Okay. And then she was like, I'm about to like transition my look in a way that no one's ever seen in pop culture ever before. She just came out in black rainbow, in black crystals and glitter and rhinestones.
Love.
It was so funny.
But is she not selling out like stadiums around the world right now? Or did I imagine that?
She did a stadium tour when she was like a kid that sold out in like 130 stadiums across the world. So it's like jokes on everyone else.
Shitload of people in a stadium.
She's one of my dream guests on the pod. So would love Jojo Siwa. We love you so much. But I just think I'm obsessed with it and Karma's a bitch.
Is that her dance move? I'm so unfamiliar. It looks like you're having a stroke.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. She has this dance move that is just unhinged.
Wow.
And it's the ferocity she puts into her dance moves is something to behold.
Love that. Talking about unhinged, do you want to talk about you as a tenant to every landlord that you've ever lived with? It's actually one of my all-time favorite topics. Yeah,
I'm not the best of tenants.
So we have a mutual hatred
for me, by the way.
We have a mutual hatred for the orange-coloured floor wood floor that's in a lot of American homes.
America's obsessed
that America
with
loves.
rank, like tangerine-coloured
it.
floorboards with like high varnish, and the doors match and the kitchen cabinets match. And it makes me want to like just like gouge my own eyeballs out.
It's so not okay. And you seem to have some sort of complex where when you enter a new space, you have to paint said floors with wall paint.
Well, no.
To cover the floors, and then you act really confused.
First up, I'd like to just put a proclamation out that I think the mayor of New York should put in place, where it's like, I understand the need for a security deposit for the average tenant, but should a gay man move into your apartment, you should be paid the security deposit on top of your rent, because you're leaving that apartment nicer than you found it.
You're doing
my
the Lord's
landlords
work.
keeping my security deposits when I made their floors gorgeous, made their walls nicer, gave them better lighting fixtures. And I'm so lazy. I leave it. I get an AC unit for every fucking room. I leave it all because I'm lazy and I'm not moving that stuff. Pay me.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I said this
More
once
of
to a
that.
landlord. I was like, I left it nicer than I found it. He did not send me my security deposit. But no, I didn't use wall paint. I used tile paint.
Okay.
It was fab.
Fine.
I made the error of trying to do it myself, and I quickly realized that that's not something I enjoy doing in my life.
Right.
I also left like a TV. I leave loads of glam shit.
You leave a lot of gifts.
I leave the gifts.
A lot of gifts.
I befriended the lunatic neighbor.
Yeah.
I'd give her gifts.
There's a lot going on.
Huge error.
I've been
She
talking
became
a lot.
obsessed with me. But
A stalker next door. It's very
literally.
bad. I have been talking a lot to people about how I think I should be the ultimate candidate to win the lottery, because the gifting that I would do to people is spectacular. Like, I want to meet a stranger at a bar at dinner and then send them like a fucking taxidermy lion that turns up the next day.
Oh, I would.
But I need like the budget to be sending
You're getting
shit
like a
like
herd
that
of
in.
marble elephants delivered to your front door.
100%. I would spend it all on random ass gifts. I think it's just so fun.
I mean, I pretty much already do that, and I don't have the money to back it up. But like, I love to send extravagant, wild gifts. Like my brother got a like ginormous, like bigger than this table, orangutan. Not an alive one, or not a dead one either, but like a replica.
Yeah. I actually remember that. It was
I
quite
gave
cute.
him a golden tortoise. That's again the size of this table. His apartment's not that large.
A real one, alive.
No,
Oh.
like a statue. At great expense. At great expense. No expenses
I also
spared.
love the gifts that are so inconvenient for the recipient to then handle and live
The
around and
only
do
reason why I
anything
give
with.
them.
It's so funny.
100%. Like, you
I
best
love that.
beware for your wedding gift. I'm going to give you an illegally hunted and taxidermied polar bear and then call the authorities and have you arrested because it's in your home.
I truly cannot wait for that moment for the FBI to storm my house. Yeah, after my wedding. Yeah, to take my polar bear away from me.
It would be such a good news story.
What a wonderful way to go on my honeymoon is to go to Rikers.
It's so chic.
Yeah.
A honeymoon at Rikers, that sounds like a book. That sounds like your book that you're going to release.
Yeah, thank you for writing my life story. This sounds incredible.
But yeah, the gifting, I'd be a great lottery winner because no one would know and I'd just spend it all.
Yeah, just gifting out to the world, gifting to the people. I think it's important. I also think people do charity in a really bad way lately.
People are like cheap as well when they go to charity events, I always notice.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, it's
It's very strange. Like for some reason, like $20,000 is considered like a big gift, and you're sat next to someone who's worth like who's doing so much giving each year, and you're like, why is it like only 20 grand for this event?
Yeah, I don't appreciate like the billionaire sat at the table
Right.
donating 10 grand.
It just makes no
It's
sense.
just like,
yeah,
no, sweetie honey, like give us more.
right.
One of my more joyful memories was being at the King's Trust Gala, which is the King's Gala, and Kate Moss was there, and she was just fucking wilding out.
Was it an auction?
It was an auction, yeah. So
Yeah.
they had like all these like random items up for to bid on, and she was fucking going over to people and like screaming at them to bid more money. And you best believe if you're sat in front of 500 people and Kate Moss is screaming at you to not be a broke bitch,
You're raising
and to
that
give money,
paddle.
you're raising that paddle.
Yeah.
And then she bid 120 grand on a safari trip. And I just need everyone to understand, I would pay 220 grand to witness Kate Moss on a safari trip. The hyenas are going to be running. Is that so good?
I love that for her.
Yeah.
That makes me like her even more.
It was so entertaining.
Amazing.
And she was like dancing for people,
Wow.
not being asked to. It was so superb. We all
Love
loved
that.
it. We all loved it.
You're going to go meet the king soon, right?
What? I would meet him
Yeah.
if I got invited.
Right.
I
That'd be
don't
like
think- don't think either of us would ever be eligible for any of those things they give out because we didn't do our business in the UK.
Got to fix that because I'd quite like to go and stomp up there and get an OBE.
Would be fun.
That's quite chic.
Would be fun, yeah.
Also, you best believe I'd be using that title in every booking I ever make around the world. It'd be made for the coffee pickup in the morning. If I pre-order it on the app, I'd be whacking OBE on the end.
It would be sensational.
So chic.
Oh, love it.
So chic.
I was actually just in the UK and I saw the Emperor of Japan. Didn't realize he was still called the Emperor. Loved that. Had just visited and there were like Japanese flags all over the city. And it was actually fucking gorgeous. I was like, could you stay here the whole time? I think it's one of the best flags.
Japanese?
Yeah.
I think it's the white with the circle.
White with the red circle. Such
quite
a gorgeous
chic.
flag. It's one of the best ones there is. I like the simplicity. Sometimes I wish there was more simplicity in the pride flag. I understand what the flag does and represents. We love it. The progress flag, yes, we love it. But like, it's a lot.
Right.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind something chicer.
Something that represents everyone.
I've always thought this is a cute design. A white flag with a ring in the middle that is a rainbow spectrum going through the ring.
Oh, pretty.
Chic.
I like that.
And based on the fact that white light, when separated through a prism, is a rainbow of light. Did you know that? And if you mix every single color of light, it turns into white. And so it kind of speaks to the idea that like everyone's all part of the same thing.
I mean, you should be on the committee chairing the committee for what this flag looks like, because that's quite chic.
That's for my 40s and my 50s, being in a committee. I want to be on every committee under the sun. Yeah.
I see this for you hosting luncheons every week. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I want to not attend loads of the meetings and then turn up and be outraged that things haven't been done the way I wish them to be done. Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Love that.
I want to do one of the parks eventually, but not Central Park. I'd like to maybe do like Bryant Park or Washington Square Park and be on the lead board, like the lead of the board.
Chair of the board.
Yeah, chair of the board.
Chairman.
Because what I'm wondering is where are all the cool statues?
True.
Like we've got
like
loads of
sculpture
old
gardens.
Yeah, no, we've got loads of like old bronze statues of horrible old white men who killed loads of people.
Right.
Let's take some of those down.
Right.
And let's add in ones of fab people.
Right.
That would be so fun, but not in some like bogus modern style that feels a bit cheap. Like no, bronze cast of whoever.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like
that's quite like an old.
I mean, this is an obvious one. Where's the Marsha P. Johnson statue? That would be so sick. I would really vibe with that.
Right.
But instead, they did like kind of cute but kind of ugly like stained glass stuff around that park in Brooklyn. It's like no, where's the big statue of her?
It's not the vibe.
Not the vibe.
No.
Like when they took down that one outside the Natural History Museum, which I totally get why they took that one down.
Okay.
It was awful. They didn't replace it with anything cool. They just took it down.
And that's a wasted opportunity.
Yeah.
You got the space and you got the
David
podium.
Attenborough up there.
It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Love it.
Yeah.
I've got a David Attenborough tattoo.
You do? Of him?
I've got a heart somewhere. Is it there?
It is.
It
It says David inside the heart.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, wow.
It says David inside the heart. That's for David Attenborough.
The amount of times that you come on this podcast and your body is exposed and there's a zoom into it is just becoming such a problem.
I'm getting so many tattoos. I love the tattoo.
We can't
lifestyle.
keep up.
Yeah.
Truly can't keep up.
I love it. I want to see what by the way, don't judge my fucking disgusting phone case.
It's really rank. What happened? Why is it so smashed on the back? Did you drop it?
I went to Cirque du Soleil because my stepbrother is in Cirque du Soleil. Iconic.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What's he doing in it?
He's like a jester clown bug.
Fuck off.
Yeah, I've got a lot of siblings. I mentioned on another one. I've got 10 siblings, and one of them is in Cirque du Soleil. But I dropped this through the bleachers, and it fell 30 feet onto concrete, and it smashed really bad. So I had to get this phone thing. But
also the bleachers. What an American word.
Yeah,
I'm impressed. That came out of your mouth.
I'm Americanized. I don't know whether anyone's appreciated my bitch necklace.
Oh God, here we go.
Isn't this fabulous?
Because you're a bitch.
Because I'm a stone cold.
It's incredible. For those that aren't watching on visual, he has a necklace.
It's in platinum. It's diamonds set in platinum. And it spells out bitch the whole way down.
Yeah.
And it was Elton John's.
Yeah. Which is pretty fabulous.
And it was a gift recently and I absolutely adore it. But anyway, enough about me. Yeah. I wanted to ask you, because I've written down my ones and I actually just want to talk about me. But what are your favourite movies? Because you're not much of a movie goer.
Suck at the movie goers.
If you have to fucking pick a movie.
Like one.
Otherwise Padma Lakshmi gets it.
Oh,
You've got to pick a movie.
Why are we putting Padma
because
into
you love
this?
her.
I think she's so chic. It would be Mamma Mia, the movie. I think it's an incredible
I'm quitting the pod.
Mamma Mia the
hate
movie.
that choice. Why?
I think it's so amazingly awful. I just think it's like easy. I know it's not chic to like it. I get it. I get it. So it's that, or I like A Single Man. By Tom Ford. So there's two. One is like actual moving image that's like visually beautiful.
Really
the other
rags
is like
to riches here. Fucking hate
I can do
Mamma
high
Mia.
low, baby. High low.
I hate ABBA. I hate Mamma Mia.
I enjoy it.
Ugh.
You don't like Mamma Mia, the music?
No.
Oh God.
Like, if you fucking
Sorry,
play,
Meryl
if
Streep
you play Dancing
stomping
Queen,
around a Greek island. I kind of love that.
if you
I
play
love
Dancing Queen at your wedding,
No, that's
the way I will get a
let's
lighter
just-
and a
let's
bottle
just
of gasoline
Take a step back.
and
Let's
burn
zoom
your
out.
wedding to the ground.
Let's zoom out.
You may as
here.
well play Brown Eyed Girl.
We're zooming
fucking
out.
disgusting.
We're zooming out. It's not happening at a wedding. We're not doing a tacky gay wedding. However, if I was home and you were like forcing me to watch a movie, I'd probably put Mamma Mia on. It's just easy watching. Or A Single Man. That's a beautiful piece of like moving image.
Okay.
But we're not going to play Mamma Mia music. Like, I don't listen to it on my headphones.
Did you like Mamma Mia 2 then? Because there was a hilarious moment where Cher enters and she's like, beyond the new.
I did watch it. It's
she
great.
says like hilarious. She's got the best lace front.
It's great.
And what's so funny is she's a character that's like not meant to be that rich, and she just looks so rich. I love that part.
Okay, well, it's an airplane movie. Think of it like that.
One thing I will give ABBA is clearly when they were doing negotiations for Cher to be in Mamma Mia 2, she was like, I'll do it, but only if I get to record the music. So she got to record for the first time. She was the person who got the rights to re-record all of ABBA's music. That album's fucking hilarious. I love that album.
Well, I love her Christmas album that you introduced me to
Christmas
last year. It's incredible.
Oh my God.
Incredible.
Like, DJ, play a Christmas song. I wanna be dancing.
It's like she's in the room with me right now.
Oh,
Thank you for coming on the podcast, Cher. So
I
excited.
love the Cher Christmas album. I don't think people understand.
It's really, really incredible.
My partner had to tell me to stop playing the music because I was playing it so much. I love it. I was playing The Office like on loop, essentially.
Endless.
And then because of it, we dressed her, which was a dream come true for me because I love Cher, obviously. And we dressed her for a performance of it. And she looked fucking cool.
I don't even remember that, but that
the
sounds
silver
amazing.
sequin trench coat with the top
correct.
and the
that
trouser.
Did happen. That is Miss Patty Wilson, no?
That was Miss Patty Wilson.
Love
We
that.
love it.
Love,
we
love,
absolutely
love.
fucking love it.
Chic.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Mamma
that'll be
Mia.
my... No, okay.
Cool.
If we're fucking
Right.
hell. Yeah, that's a great movie, objectively.
Sure.
You look so disappointed.
But A Single Man, we love
Single
that
Man's
film.
incredible.
Gorgeous. I
It's
never
an
saw
incredible
Nocturnal
film.
Animals, Tom
It's a
Ford's second
it's
film.
a great film.
Maybe I'll just watch
great
it tonight.
film.
Because I'd rather die than leave my apartment right now because it's Pride right now, which is horrible outside.
They have landed in their tank tops and they are taking over the streets.
Just to clarify,
Everywhere you go.
Go Pride.
Love it.
Yeah, go.
Love.
But like, fuck me, is it awful?
It's shame on us for forgetting not to book a
Shame.
trip. We're never in the fucking city on the weekend, but for some reason we're here this weekend. We should have left.
I get it, but what I don't get is like celebrating our queerness and our pride doesn't mean that we need to look fucking awful in our
know.
outfits and wear disgusting outfits. Like,
It's a
you
shame.
don't need to be wearing a harness on top of your t-shirt. I do not need to be seeing that. I don't need to be seeing... also, rainbows are great. That many
It's a lot.
is aggressive.
Well, it's visual pollution is what I refer to it as.
It's a great time.
Yeah, it's
and like
just- it's a
every
lot.
business is like, hi, gay, you know, that whole thing. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, sachet into deals. And it's like, it's so awful.
It's too much.
And it's
too
really annoying
much.
because you can't cross the street because there's the parade
The
happening.
barricades and this and that. I couldn't even get to the gym this morning without having to like hoist myself over a
I
barricade.
can't imagine what a gym looks like this weekend.
I know. It was tough. It was very tough.
I shan't be going.
No, it's groups of gays from Fort Lauderdale that have like crowded into the gyms to like.
You're
going to
see me before Pride officially commences. Doomsday prepping. I'm going to be in that supermarket emptying shelves into my trolley, like just emptying it, stacking
up
up
on the
toilet
core
roll,
water.
stacking up core hydration, stacking up
Literally
everything,
preparing for the end of
and
the
then
world.
getting into my apartment, and I don't have a door; it opens to an elevator. But I'm going to get wood planks and nails and put it across my elevator door,
Please
so
do.
that I can't be associated with what happens in the city at Pride.
It's a shame.
It's,
However, I think the only the only thing that gives me joy about it, and my partner told me to stop being such a miserable old hag about the whole thing.
This is true.
Well, I walked past in Hudson Yards as kind of where a lot of buses get dropped off, like the big mega buses, so people that aren't taking the train or whatever.
Oh, so you look like buses into the city.
Yeah, like the intercity things from states very far away. Yeah, good. I forgot about that term. But yeah, that's what turns up. And it's a lot of people during Pride that when I walk past the bus station, what gets off is a lot of like young people from like shitty towns that like, they're not necessarily shitty, but
shitty people coming from shitty towns.
Young people coming from towns that perhaps
like King Charles talking about the people.
Perhaps not the most progressive towns, therefore I think they're shitty. Yes. So a lot of people coming from that and they get off and they come into this like euphoria, and that's nice beautiful. And that's sweet, and that's really, I enjoy that. What I don't enjoy is the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm aware we're old curmudgeons.
Right,
like, I'm aware that we are grumpy old men. Like, it is obviously so gorge that everyone can come and like live their best life and have sexual freedom and all that jazz. We love it as a people. I don't know whether I'm enjoying the days as it happens. It's just a bit loud.
I like the wider moment.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't need to be zoomed into this specific weekend. It's intense.
Yeah, but I remember coming from my like shitty town and getting to the city for Pride and being like, what is this, honey?
Oh, it was like jarring.
Yeah.
Right.
I was like, I didn't know this was it. It was just a lot. It was a lot of bad alcohol and bad things. But no, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
I think it's quite, it's great.
Yeah.
Great. We love that.
Yeah.
Love.
I forgot what I was going to talk about.
I'm really into the art of Irish exiting at the moment, and people need to have a bit more respect for the fact that that's just the only way to leave an event. It's polite for you, it's polite for the hosts, it's polite for every guest that's because exiting naturally means it's like a downer. It means
it's excellent. Also, if people are drunk, they don't remember when you left. You can lie to them. Oh, I left at 1 a.m. You actually left at 10:30.
Exactly.
People don't remember. And then if people say, hey, where are you going? I'm like, just going to the toilet, just going to the bathroom.
100%.
Out the front door, into my Uber, gone.
And people think it's so rude. People are like, oh, that's just so rude to exit. Fucking hell. It's rude to say goodbye and like make laps of the room.
And make everyone stop their moment to say goodbye to you.
Absolutely not. I want to get out. But also, I want to get rid of handshakes. It should have been banned from COVID.
Oh, it's gross. It's just your hand touched all those toilets and doors. I don't know what that hand's been doing.
So
Keep it away from me.
I'd rather give a hug.
I'd rather give a hug, yeah, because at least like your chest hasn't been smothering all over a toilet seat, but I bet your hands have. You know what I want to make more fashionable, which I've been working really hard on, is Irish arriving, where you just don't arrive. I love
that
to
is so you. That is you in an act. Yeah.
Yeah, my greatest joy is to confirm a plan and then radio silence. Absolutely ghosted, gone, not arriving at the event. Yeah. And then at most, if I decide to come to an event, I will be 30 minutes late and I will be staying for 15 minutes and then I'll leave.
Well, you've got places to go and things to do, honey.
I've got things to do, sweetie, booked and busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have time swanning around.
No, she's paid by the hour.
Paid by the hour. And like, I don't love people. So it's just against my... Yeah, that's the end of the statement. Right. Don't love people.
No is a full sentence.
No is a full sentence. And so like, yeah, unless it's an animal-related event, I shan't be going. I shan't be going.
I get that. I appreciate that.
I actually wrote down, my brief. I briefly wrote down a mandatory rule for my funeral.
Please tell me, because I will be planning the funeral. This will fall into my orbit.
I love the accurate assumption that I will die first.
100%.
Accurate assumption, for sure.
Cause of death is to be determined. I don't think it'd be age-related. No, there's just no way. You'll be taking far too many peptides to not be dying first.
Yeah, it's going to be caviar overdose. Or like... hit by something I didn't need to be hit by,
exactly.
Or like something dumb. But I wrote down my funeral.
Wore polyester one time and passed out, and then you just never made it back.
Yeah, exactly. Mandatory funeral plan. I'm going to build it out more because I want it to be chic and stunning. But is that every single guest has to bring a dog.
Oh, I quite like that.
Even if they don't have a dog.
Okay.
They have to bring one. Because I think, what a fun funeral. If there's just a million dogs, some of them are fighting, some of them are barking and excited, and some of them in treats. And it's like, try being upset at that funeral.
Right. And I'm trying to give a speech about how much of a cunt you've been throughout my entire existence.
Exactly.
And there's a dog going, yap, 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 yap.
And I think I might make the whole funeral so hectic. Like, it's in a boiling hot butterfly house where everyone's sweating. And then there's like a cascada playing, like happy hardcore music. And then there's dogs everywhere. And like...
my jaw hurts from laughing. Yeah, I love that.
Have you ever seen those big robotic arm things? They're huge and they pick up like a crate and they move it.
Yeah.
It grabs like a crate. You see them in car factories.
Yeah.
I want one of those holding my coffin, rotating and spinning. Rotating and spinning the whole way through.
And S Club 7 underneath doing their reunion tour. Underneath your coffin.
S Club 7 with their Zimmer frames, like performing. And then if I had unlimited budget, which obviously is going to happen,
right.
I would love if my coffin could then be mounted into a rocket and ejected out of the atmosphere into the sun. Or just out there. And then my goal is that there's some incredible civilization on some planet far, far away, and they're ended by my coffin just crashing into their planet. Just end of the dinosaurs. But it's my coffin arriving.
I need to go home and lie down. I'm truly not paid enough to come on this podcast.
All of them, like, what's that light in the sky? And then just bam. It's like, don't look up. I think it's such a good funeral plan.
And it's so you. That's what I love about this.
Yeah, just put a bunch of nuclear devices like in my coffin with me, so it happens. But yeah, what about your funeral? What would you like? By the way, Don't Look Up.
Can you top that? I think, is that where the Teslas are crashing into each other?
No, that's the one with Julia Roberts, which I also enjoyed.
I love that. I love her.
No, I'm talking about the one with Jennifer Lawrence, and like Leonardo DiCaprio and Timothy Chalamet and all those people, and. And it's the one where the asteroid comes and ends. And Meryl Streep's in it.
I must have seen this.
Who you could have picked any other movie of her movies to be your favorite movie, but you picked Mamma Mia, that Meryl Streep. Which, by the way, Doubt would be my favorite of her films.
I think she's so talented.
Have you seen Doubt?
No.
I have Doubt.
No, I need to watch this.
It's amazing. It's about a paedophile.
Paedophile
priest. No, but
I can't go back to paedophiles. I refuse.
No, okay, but it's a great film. And she's a nun, a badass bitch nun.
Okay.
Who takes down some shady priest. But anyway, you should see Don't Look Up. It's a fun film.
Right.
She's
I feel
hilarious in it.
Maybe not.
It's fun to see also Meryl Streep really slay it in a comedy, because you don't see, she's always like wailing in something, and it's like, it's nice to see her. You know what I'd like to see? Meryl Streep wailing. A spear, getting those whales.
I love the idea of that.
Also, just being really ADHD right now. Have you seen Gilded Age?
No.
Oh, God.
No.
Her daughter is the star of that. Didn't realise.
Okay.
Yeah, and apparently she came out as well. It's gay, so we love it.
You sent me a TikTok about people whose mothers and daughters share the same age, and I didn't watch it properly. I got zoned out. But is that like a
New
thing?
York Times article
right.
about Nepo babies is one of my favourite titles ever. She has her mother's eyes and agent. What? That journalist.
It's incredible
needs
literature.
The Nobel Peace Prize, needs the Purple Heart for what they did in that title, and it's a superb article.
But is that factually correct? Do they share the same?
Is that like a common denominator? Is like, here's all these Nepo babies. I actually don't think it's fair to hate on Nepo babies. If you have a kid, of course you're going to help them achieve their dreams, like big fucking whoop. And also, usually the really talented ones succeed anyway.
Right.
I think it's a dumb argument, but wish I was a Nepo baby.
But if you had a child that wanted to become a fashion designer, you would do everything to make it a success, right? Or would you talk them out of it?
I mean, if they were bad. If they were a bad fashion designer, which, let's face it, most are.
Right. Yourself included.
That I'd find tough, supporting them with them making like shitty fashions. I'd just be like, ugh. But if they were great, yeah, slay, mama, I'll go work.
Okay.
I'll like pull all the strings, I'll Nepo baby you.
Right.
Like, love it.
Oh, Nepo baby you is what I want on a t-shirt.
Yeah, 100%.
Incredible.
I would Nepo baby my babies for sure.
Right.
Like, who wouldn't? I think it's a dumb topic.
I appreciate that.
I was just going to go on to one of my favourite movies, which I wrote them down.
You came prepared.
I came prepared.
And then you're offended that my answer is Mamma Mia.
Fave movies. Cloud Atlas, Mean Girls, Watchmen, Melancholia, Nymphomaniac 1 and 2, and Pearl.
And the only one I know is Mean Girls.
Mean Girls, if anyone says it's not one of the best movies ever made,
You'd rate that in like top 10?
top 5.
Really? Of all time?
That film, if you actually go and watch it, it's sickening. That film is sickening because my favorite type of humor is someone being mean. I love mean humor.
Right.
And it's so good. And also what's hilarious is it's based on this film called The Heathers is a film that came out with Winona Ryder, and it's Mean Girls apparently is loosely based on that, and you see it, but it's where they kill people. The plastics kill people. It's got one of my favorite lines. Did you eat a brain tumor for breakfast?
I just want to be in the writer's room for all these things. Because I mean, it was just like, who's coming up with that?
Did you eat a brain tumor for breakfast? I think
incredible.
It's hilarious. But I love mean humor, so Mean Girls is definitely up there as one of my favorite movies ever.
The other ones I've genuinely never heard of.
So let me just break it down for you real fast.
Please.
This is going to be fast. Cloud Atlas by the Wachowski sisters. They did The Matrix. It's a fucking sickening film. And the book is also incredible. It's like through multiple time ages. It's a really confusing movie, even more confusing book because each chapter is in a different made up dialect, which you have to decipher. It's incredible. Then Watchmen, hardcore graphic novel. And it's like superheroes that like fuck shit up. It's just really cool. And then Melancholia is a film about, it's Kirsten Dunst. It's by Lars von Trier, and it's like a film about depression. But depression is, what do you call, the metaphor for depression, or it's symbolized as a planet that's going to crash into Earth. And it's so good. The visuals in that film are so good.
So these are films that you like. You like the storyline, the visual, you like the whole thing together.
Everything.
Right.
Melancholia is so chic. It's bonkers. And basically it's about how like someone's battle with depression and how like depression usually comes and then you think you've beaten it and then it comes back and it's way worse.
That's dark.
It's really dark. Everyone dies in the film. Sorry to everyone who hasn't seen it. But it's really good. And then the same director did 2 films called Nymphomaniac 1 and 2.
Okay.
Extremely hardcore films, not one to watch with your mother. And it's just bonkers good. It's the life of a nymphomaniac, a woman. And it covers her from when she's a teenager till when she's older. And that shit's hardcore, but it's an outrageous movie. And then, sorry, I'm really going on here. You said like 2 movies.
Please tell me.
There's
Educate us non-film
trio
watchers.
of films, the latest of which has just come out, which is called Maxine, but with triple X in the middle. But the other one was X and the other one was Pearl. And it's this trio of films with my other favorite person in the world other than Ethel Kay and Mia Goth.
Oh, I think she's chic.
Fucking obsessed with Mia Goth. So I respect this. Ludwig de Saint-Sonan, I hope I said that right, who's such an incredible talented artist and a wonderful person, just dressed her wildly jealous.
Really?
Wildly dressed.
Is that keeping you up at night?
And she looked gorgeous and it's amazing. Go Ludwig is so gorgeous. But anyway, Mia Goth is in these films and the idea is it's this like crazy psychotic teenager in like Nebraska who just fucking kills everyone. But then the next film is like her as an old lady killing everyone.
Okay.
But she always wanted to be famous and she never became famous. But then the other film is if she became famous, I think. But anyway, they're great films. And it's good campy horror gore.
God, okay, got to check this out.
Yeah.
Thank you for the homework.
Sorry, I just went on a monologue.
No, you should have a Substack that just comes out every week with what one should watch each week. I would say.
After that.
I would sign up for that. Wow.
If people want to hear my more movie recs, drop a comment below. And
wow, you should have a published list. I liked that Apple released a list of the 100. Well, I don't know if I liked it; just was interesting. The 100 records of all time. Did you see this? You use Spotify, don't you?
I use Spotify.
Okay, I use Apple Music. And they released their 100 albums of all time, which is just so polarizing because like, how are you going to do that? It's a little bit wild, but it's interesting to like flick through them all. And what I found fascinating was ranked within the top 5 was Frank Ocean.
People really love
which
that
I thought
record.
I love
his first
that
one,
record.
I'm assuming.
Yeah, I think it's like incredible. The one with the green hair, like
that one.
Album cover.
Wasn't that the second one? The first one was orange. No.
Yeah, you are correct. I'm talking about the second one.
Oh. Like Hugo Spritz dialing into the chat.
Yeah, truly. No, but number 1 was
yeah, what was number 1?
Oh, fuck.
I'm skeptical.
No,
of
she's
this.
incredible.
Mamma Mia.
No, you'll agree with this being the one. She's like I already had her in my like saved albums, but this is it's not even up for debate.
If it's not Cascada, Evacuate the Dance Floor, I don't want to hear it.
It was Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill. Right, so like everyone's going to this is an incredible album, like just incredible.
I was so depressed. We were asked to dress Lauryn Hill for her tour and we couldn't do it.
That's sad.
Isn't that depressing?
Yeah,
really, really bummed
really
me
depressing.
out.
I think she's incredible. I think that album's also just amazing.
Who was the other one who we were asked to dress and we didn't have time? Oh, Jasmine Sullivan, who I'm obsessed with, who, if you don't know, she's amazing. But yeah, that's a great choice for first album. I completely agree with that one. She is also so gorgeous.
Right.
I only saw Sister Act recently.
Is that not just like what?
And she's amazing.
Okay, got it. Sister Act made me think of Mamma Mia. It just like falls into the same.
Yeah, but I didn't say it's my favourite fucking film, and Sister Act's way better.
Right. Okay. Fine. Whatever. Walking dates should be a thing.
Oh, big
because
move.
like you form more. I read about like human connection is formed with a stranger. Like job interviews should just be a walk. Like you connect much more easier when you're walking next to someone. There's like psychology behind it.
Like also dates, just going for a drink is so boring.
It's tough.
That's lame.
It's very tough.
I once had a date take me to church. Our first date, he was like, and also didn't pre-warn me.
I'm very rarely speechless with the things that you say, but I think that's taken me back. That's incredible.
Jaw dropping, clearly, spoon dropping. Yeah, it was wild. Like he was like, "Oh, meet me on the street corner," and I was like, "Sure." And he was like, "We're going to go to church. I go to church every Sunday."
I fucking love that.
It was sensational. It was really fun.
Wow.
I mean, I didn't give two hoots about man, but like the day
concept
was
of the
fun.
day.
And like I hadn't gone to church in fuck knows how long. And so it was, but also, I mean, actually I go to church every Christmas with my family.
Midnight Mass.
I love a midnight mass.
I've never done it, but it sounds so chic. I love the concept.
It's very calming, but no, it's not midnight mass. But yeah, it was one. He did all this stuff that we don't do in Britain in churches. Like in the aisle, before he moved to his seat, he got on one knee and like did like Holy Cross on his face. And then like all these different things happened. It was fabulous and exciting. Loved it.
I actually love that.
Yeah, loved it.
I would like to go to church a bit more often just to experience them. But I like the different, like, I used to live in Harlem and was opposite a massive, like, Baptist church. And, like, the noise coming out of there every Sunday was,
so
like,
joyful.
Incredible. Like, genuinely incredible.
One of the things America does better than the UK is definitely church. Because in the UK, that shit's depressing.
It's true.
It is grey.
It's true.
It's cold in the church. Everyone's talking about how guilty you should be. You're so guilty about everything.
Suffering and the pain and this.
Here, it's like happy fucking days.
Right.
Let's clap and have banging tunes.
It's true.
Everyone's in fabulous hats and like being major.
I've spent probably more time in the South than you have. Driving past a mega church is fucking nuts. It's like driving past a Walmart.
Like on a zip line coming across
you can buy like
audience.
merch. Like, we're going to go to one day together because I've not been inside and I would quite like to go inside one. But like it's mad to see how big they are from the outside. You're like, oh my God.
I wonder where the biggest mega church in America is.
I must be in like Arkansas.
Oh, yes, we love it.
This is a mega church. We're putting it up on the television. Like, it must be in Arkansas or like, it's middle America.
Okay,
I
so my
refuse to
guess is
believe anything
Texas.
about it.
Fuck. Shit, this is stressful.
Gateway
Like,
Church.
while our hub work on this in the background.
Where is Gateway Church?
Yeah, everyone wears Gateway Church.
That has to be in the middle of.
It's got to be Texas.
The country.
Oh fuck! It's obviously a chain.
Oh, there's tons of them. There's a lot of but I mean there must be one. I mean some of them are like the size of like Target superstores, like huge.
Did we talk about the publishing right? Texas. I was right.
Fort Worth.
It was obviously going to be Texas. 26,000 people. That's a lot of Holy Spirit in that room.
There's a lot going on.
There's a lot of Holy Spirit in there. We love it. We love a mega church.
Yeah, I think they're fascinating. You should watch The Righteous Gemstones on
I
one of those shows.
started trying and then I just forgot.
Fucking
I've got
hilarious.
like 40 TV shows on the go at once. Right now I'm churning my way through about 80,000 episodes of Lost.
Yeah, I forgot that you started.
It's exhausting.
That. My mother.
My baby. Sorry. Do you remember that one? The pregnant girl.
I caught up on Lost during COVID, like on like in bits and pieces. I've watched the whole thing. I can't remember how it ends, but my mother, I remember as a kid distinctively, like that was her thing that she like watched with another girlfriend, like religiously. She was like into Lost.
Do you remember the blonde girl who's pregnant and has the baby on the island? My baby is like her line every time.
Probably.
Who's got my baby? It's so annoying.
And who's the guy that lives for a long time? He grows a big beard. He has a name.
Oh, I haven't gone that far into it.
Okay,
There's
he's
like 40
the
episodes
main
of
character,
season.
the man.
That guy gets a beard?
I'm pretty sure.
He won't suit it.
I'm sure he appreciates that. He appreciates the heads up on that one.
But yeah, love that show.
Yeah.
Love how cuckoo bananas it's getting. But there's a fantastical black mist that's traveling around that does things. There's
I'm not sure you're going to love the ending.
If those bitches don't all die.
I honestly can't even remember.
Yes. I love an ending
remember what happened.
Everyone dies. I love it. I hate a happy ending in a movie. It's like,
really?
Yeah, because it's like shocker.
You're more shocked by mass death than you are the happy ending.
Yeah, you know what's a gag?
That feels
Get
like
to
the
the end,
cheap
main
exit.
character dies, don't achieve what they wanted to achieve.
No, that just feels like the easy way out.
No, the easy way out is that everyone has a great time and they get out.
Oh, see, I so disagree.
Lame. That's what I loved about Don't Look Up. Dies.
Mass death.
Everyone dies. And that was what was so good about Game of Thrones, by the way, was just like every time you start to love a character, their fucking head imploded.
Right.
It's great.
I mean, that keeps you on edge.
Yeah, it keeps you on edge. It keeps things shaken up.
Yeah.
Like my favorite character in Lost, she just died. She got shot. But yeah, anyway.
That's
that.
Don't. Mega church.
I would love to do one of these episodes from a mega church sometime. That would be so great.
Because I would actually be down to have like one of those mega church pastors.
Oh,
come and sit at the table right here.
If anyone knows of a great one that we could. That was the
pastor.
The
Holy fucking Spirit just moved that bottle of wine.
The pastor's in the room. Oh wait, no, pastors aren't ghosts.
That is the Lord.
Yeah.
The interns in our office were talking about the other day, and I was like, God, that's fascinating. This idea of like the human brain can register green into a color that is green and pink into a color that is pink, and they're like labeled, but who the fuck named them?
Oh,
it's like, and I can talk
do you know
through
story
many
about
loops.
blue?
What's blue?
Does anyone here or listening know the story about blue?
Blue, the color, or the
blue
boy band in the UK?
Didn't exist. Fun fact. You can Google this. I don't remember any of the stats, the figures. I don't know the timelines. But basically, and give this a quick Google, but like essentially from what I remember, I can't wait to be proven wrong. Just live on this podcast.
David's actually fact-checking
Blue
you.
doesn't feature in historical records till a certain time period that was a long time after historical records started.
Okay.
And the reason...
Wow.
No, it's coming with English meaning.
I'm saying wow as in how wrong
There's
you
a
are.
whole study into it, and basically nothing's coming.
It's giving a TikTok news.
Wait, this thing I saw. No, I'm telling you, it didn't come up, and it turns out for a long time, blue was defined as part of green. It was a shade of green.
Okay.
Green and blue were like either end, so it'd be like you taking like tangerine and then pastel orange and separating those into separate colors.
Right.
And also a lot of people considered blue as an absence of color, which makes sense because the sky and water are clear, but when there's a lot of it, it goes blue.
Right.
And so, yeah, I thought that's a really fun fact, but apparently it's not popping up on Google?
I think you might be.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you with some more stats.
Yeah,
There's
please
a picture
do
of a
next time.
hydrangea on the screen.
You have homework.
But yeah, anyway.
Okay, wow.
Every time I take a sip of this fucking Hugo Spritz you made me, there's a piece of fucking mint in my mouth.
The drink that I requested that has mint in it is getting in my
Hugo
tea.
Spritz.
Like, fuck's sake. You want a sieve that goes at the top of it?
I think you like meddled or muddled, whatever it's called.
But you have to
mint.
muddle.
Well, you clearly didn't do it right because every time it's like I'm fucking compost heap in my mouth and I'm having to pick out the mint.
Thank you for that review of my bartending
By the way,
skills.
Nat, on his own accord, got all the supplies and made me my
Incredible.
favourite cocktail.
Yeah, as in Nat went on DoorDash and typed in Saint-Germain and found that it can be delivered. Incredible. The noise.
Oh.
You that.
That was dead. That was very dead.
That's the noise you want.
There's too much water in that one.
It's incredible. Yeah, love the crystal.
But
also
yes.
love the cutlery that we're holding right now. But how fucking wild is this? So I had a wedding stationer to make stationery for a wedding. Duh.
Yeah,
Who
You're
in
spending
the
like $50 billion on it. I hope so.
love a bit of cardstock. Made these incredible invites. She then packages them up into 2 boxes. She then ships them from the United Kingdom to the United States. Only 1 box arrives because she decided to tape 2 boxes together to ship them. So the bottom box gets detached without a label on it. So it's just...
Well, that seems like a rookie error.
It just seems like a fucking stupid move. However, what I'm very impressed with and what I want to phone up Carol Tome, the CEO of UPS, to thank her for, is that somehow this box...
I love that you know the name of the CEO of UPS off the top of your head.
This box, without a label on at all, without a label, was found found. I mean, it was opened. I could tell when it arrived. They retaped
it was found.
But it was. I mean, I just think that's so incredibly phenomenal. How many packages must they get a day?
You should go give thanks at the mega church.
Honestly, I'll write a song about how much I love them. I just think that's fucking nuts. They found this box and it arrived.
That is sensational. I remember the time where we had a package lost and you called up and you forced someone at FedEx to open up shipping containers and search through all the boxes because you lied and said that the outfit was for Beyonce. And the person was a fan of Beyonce. And by the way, top tip for anyone who's lost a package, we do it every single time. You call up and you say, I have an outfit for Beyonce that's been lost. Everyone snaps into gear.
They rush into motion.
Yeah.
It was in a pressurized container from the airport. Do you remember that? And they had to depressurize the cargo freight. I mean, it was nuts. There was a woman phoning me every 30 minutes on the 30 minutes.
It actually may have been an outfit for Beyonce.
No, it was an outfit for the show, and Patty was glaring me down from across the apartment.
For our show?
Yeah.
But why was it in FedEx?
Because it was being made in the UK at the time. So
oh my God, yes.
Yeah, it was one of those things. It was incredible.
Oh, I was just going to quickly tell you about why I nearly opened the pressurized door mid-flight on my flight. Depressurizing the cabin and me jumping out.
Do that? Go on.
The fucking air steward interrupting me every fucking 15 seconds to ask if I wanted a beverage. And I was just curious if this ever happens to you.
No, but I give off, as everyone tells me, unapproachable energy.
No,
so people don't
I would have big
me.
AirPod Maxes on.
Yeah.
Kim Petra Slutpot blaring. And they would come and interrupt me non-stop.
Really?
To ask me if I wanted a beverage. This isn't a very interesting topic to end on, but it just, I just thought you had...
Yeah, I mean, that would annoy... How frequent are we talking within an hour?
I'm not exaggerating. It may have happened 7 times in the first hour and a half.
Yeah, fuck.
That's a lot of times.
Yeah.
We break it down.
That's more than every 10 minutes that someone's turning up.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah,
I was like, no thanks. I was like furious.
Really don't
I couldn't understand that I didn't want juice. Couldn't understand it.
Yeah.
Are we already at time?
Really don't love that. Yeah, I'm going to Irish exit.
I don't know if we should ever do outros, but I guess this is the outro. This is the outro. Bye-bye.
Yeah, this was... I'd probably rate this like... Probably
top worst experience of your life?
I'm thinking about, like, I've been on some really bad dates, but this date across the table from you is
I'm going to go and kill myself.
Thank fuck for that.
Anyway, bye for now.
Ciao.